Hey everybody, E-Ray Taronic here, master weaver of mystery suspense thrillers, screenplays, and broadcaster of astrology. Here to bring you your daily astrological update for Thursday, the 26th. Yeah, the 26th. Okay, so, first things first. Don't forget that Compelled to Murder full length and Compelled to Murder 2 Stephen's Lineage will be free for download on Saturday, March 28th. In celebration of and in collaboration with Book Lovers Con in Vegas. Okay, so you can go to my website, you can go to Amazon. If you're subscribed to my newsletter, which you can do for free, you can just click the last page of the newsletter and it'll take you straight to my Amazon page where you can download that as well. Okay, and I'll put that newsletter out again. I've already put it out once, but I'll do it again before the 28th. Okay, so let's get into the astrology. The sun will be in Aries at 5 degrees on Thursday at 11:45 up until 11:45 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, which means if you're watching this on Wednesday at 11:45 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, the sun will switch to this degree. It affects placements between 2 and 8 degrees. This pertains to your image and how you're seen. Under these energies, one can dominate situations. This can put you in a higher position, even if there's competition, risk, or danger. Still, especially if you have placements in like Scorpio placements in Sagittarius, Leo, Gemini, or Aries between 2 and 8 degrees, you're dominating those areas. If you have placements between 2 and 8 degrees of Cancer and Capricorn, not so much. You have to put in effort to dominate those situations. Scorpio and Virgo between 2 and 8 degrees, it's a unique circumstance you'll have to work around in order to dominate situations, okay? And if I were you and you have those placements, you need to beware of risk or danger, okay? If you have Capricorn, Cancer, Libra, Virgo, or Scorpio placements between 2 and 8 degrees, be mindful of that. Taurus and Pisces placements, if you want to dominate situations, you have to start initiating things, especially as it pertains to finances and things of that nature. And that's going on until 11:45 a.m. Eastern Standard Time tomorrow, Thursday. Now, moving along, the next transit I want to talk about is a 1 hour and 45-minute transit that starts at 8:09 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. The moon in Cancer will be coupled with Jupiter at 15 degrees. This can benefit home and family, but wherever you have placements between 12 and 18 degrees in general, it's affecting you, awarding you some type of luck or expansion. Scorpio and Pisces placements between 12 and 18 degrees will see the blessings. Taurus and Virgo placements between 12 and 18 degrees will be offering the assistance and or opportunities or receiving them. And that can deal with work, health, your daily routines, your wealth, your worth, your resources, where you're of service to anybody else, things of that nature. Aries and Capricorn have to put in the effort, but you can still see luck and expansion. Aquarius and Sagittarius, you're dealing with fate and karma. So you got to kind of ask yourself, do I deserve this luck and expansion? You can still receive it though. Okay. Gemini and Leo placements have to initiate the opportunities or assistance to get the luck or expansion. But under these energies, you could be seen as noble, righteous, and even helpful. Okay. So make an effort to be helpful if you have Gemini or Leo placements. But in general, any of the signs can be seen as noble, righteous, helpful, and overcome obstacles easily, okay? Just don't pick fights or quarrels with someone just because they're nice or gentle. It doesn't mean they're not intelligent and gifted in war, okay? Be mindful of that. The next transit I want to talk about is Venus coupling with Chiron and Aries at 25 degrees around 10:35 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and it will stay there for the rest of the day. This speaks as to a healing where romance and finances and even pleasure pursuits are concerned. So wherever you have placements in your chart between 22 and 28 degrees, you're affected by these energies. One can rise in status, position. They can gain luck or support of those in power. You can land a good job or a relationship. You might have to make a quick decision, but the higher ups will back you. This is also where you might have to make a quick financial decision. It could involve you going out and having fun, even at the lowest terms of speaking, if it's not that serious. Sagittarius and Leo placements can get a job or a good position as it pertains to a romantic partner, a creative endeavor. They can get, your children can get a good position or a job, and you can get word of it. You can, something that you submitted in writing can be approved. You could get something from school, some type of reward or position, a job. It could be any of those things. It looks good for those kinds of blessings. It could deal with travel, long distance travel, or you could be hearing from someone at a distance from you. Gemini and Aquarius placements, you could get that apartment you wanted or move into that neighborhood you wanted to. You could get some type of assistance from a sibling or someone in your network. So people, a goal can be accomplished. You could get expansion through friends or a social group or even a job. Okay. Check my astrology at author E-Ray Tyrannic on Facebook to find out more about this transit, because I'm not going to go through every sign. I do a full video there. The videos here take too long to upload, so I don't give as much detail. Libra placements between 22 and 28 degrees can have to make a quick decision and can get a job too, or a good position or a relationship. Now, anyway, the next transit I want to talk about is a 24-hour transit. So it starts at 11:45 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on Thursday, goes up till Friday at 11:45 Eastern Standard Time. It's a 24-hour transit, and it affects placements between 3 and 9 degrees. Okay? It affects placements between 3 and 9 degrees. Under these energies, one can be seen as cunning, secretive, watchful, stalking. You might have to defend yourself without being violent. That's advised. Do know that somebody might tell you a lie or an untruth. Okay, they'll leave out details because they don't want to upset you, because they're trying to be fair or diplomatic, or they don't want to cause an argument because they don't like confrontations. They'll cleverly tiptoe around something and get away with it. They might leave out details, or if you ask somebody something or when they did something. Say if you ask somebody when they started sleeping with somebody, they'll tell you, okay, yeah, I was sleeping with this person, but I stopped on this day, or I started on this day. It's going to be a lie, a little lie, but it's because they don't want to get into an argument. Okay, but anyway, regardless, somebody's going to lie and get away with it, starting at 11:45 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on Thursday up through Friday. Okay, check the astrology to see how it's affecting each and every sign on Facebook, or you can I put the written up in the morning and you can read it. Anyway, the next 1 hour and 45 minute transit I want to talk about starts at 1:18 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. This is where the moon in Cancer at 18 degrees will trine Lilith in Scorpio. For a little while, it'll incorporate Mars and Pisces, so it's helping you get over some type of challenges or secrets and things like that, troublesome secrets and things like that. Where you have placements between 15 and 21 degrees of Cancer, Scorpio, and or Pisces, this blessing is coming to you nonetheless. Okay, it has to do with your lower aspirations, habitual instincts, habits, or something like that. You could be seen as refined, noble, pure, smart, dual-minded, talented, contradictory, combative, yet passive, or you could be dealing with somebody who's combative yet passive, kind yet quarrelsome, bold yet discerning, somebody who's shifty. They'll shift from playfulness to seriousness the next minute, you know. Yeah, it might make it hard to communicate with them, you know, which is, I'm exactly like that. This is actually on my degree, so that's understandable. Some can be hated on or disliked simply because of their talents or nobility. Still, whether this is you or someone you're dealing with, success and protection from higher ups is granted, and loyalty is because of the loyalty that you show to higher ups, and that's why you're getting that. The next transit I want to talk about is a 30-minute transit. It goes quick from 4:15 p.m. Eastern Standard Time to 4:45 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. There's a slight chance that you can get a blessing coming in where you have placements between 16 and 22 degrees of Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. And it's because the moon in Cancer will be trining Lilith in Scorpio. It will cater to your lower aspirations, but it's a blessing nonetheless. You could be seen as devoted to someone, or someone can show devotion to you. You could be seen as intelligent, honest, proud. Something that you're proud of can come in. You could be seen as independent. Some type of fairness can be shown to you. Success can be had in work or career. Recognition can be had where it involves reforming or changing situations. Honors are rewarded, ambitions are fulfilled, and even those where you doubted were in reach, you can obtain them. Okay. The last transit I want to talk about is a 1 hour and 45-minute transit. It starts at 4:46 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Thursday. The moon in Cancer at 20 degrees will trine Pallas in Pisces. This ushers in a blessing that involves your strategic planning, wisdom, knowledge, artistic skills, creativity, or intelligence. Where you have placements between 17 and 23 degrees of Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio, you're privy to this blessing. It can be beneficial to home and family in some way. Under these energies, one can be intelligent, direct, less fickle towards you, or you could be less fickle, a little fidgety, but somebody's coming out of laziness or anger toward you, or you're coming out of laziness or anger towards someone. Just beware of taking on too many goals or projects at once, or too many people at once. Focus on something if you want to succeed at it, but where you had wishful thinking and you thought maybe it would fail, it doesn't. Plan carefully before implementing things, but it looks good despite the lack of foresight or planning. And if you already had foresight or planning, this blessing is coming in. You're just advised not to be lazy. For home and family, you might, if you're hunting or fishing, you might catch what you want to catch or get the kill that you want to kill. You know, if you're hunting, it just looks good for those things, okay? Thanks for sticking around for the daily astrological update, and I'll check back with you guys in a couple days. Bye now.